We're at Connecticut and we're mortaring in the joints of a flagstone patio, and it's set on base rock and mortar. And we want to show two different ways that someone could go about mortaring in the cracks. It's super tedious. It always takes longer than we think. So Lena is kind of very carefully going through and smoothing it and using a tool to make sure that she doesn't get too much along the edges. And then she'll go through with a sponge later and kind of smooth out some of the ridges. And then I have a tendency to kind of use my hands, kind of the way that Asante has filled in that ridge right there. And so there's just a little bit more, you end up getting a little bit more mortar on the side. But then you go through with a sponge, and this water has a little bit of acid in it too. You can just use regular water. And he's going through and he's just kind of like smoothing out, like making sure there's no gaps in between, making sure there's no big ridges in the mortar itself. And then kind of going through and cleaning the sides off really nicely. And then probably, no matter what, a little bit less with the way that Lena's doing it, a little bit more with the way that I was doing it. You have to go through and when it dries, well actually even before it dries, you have to kind of go through and clean it again, clean the edges again. And then when it dries, you can go through and really scrub it with acid. Oh no, don't step on them. So this is kind of like right after I went through the first round of washing it, and now I'll have to wash it yet again because it's not quite done. And then over here, we scrubbed it with acid, or I scrubbed it with acid, and you can see it's pretty clean along the edges. And we may even have to scrub it a little bit more a different day.